Hey guys, I was hoping to take a few minutes today and talk a little bit about my personal experiences, kind of my personal journey in this industry. Many of you know that I came up kind of a different path than the other sales leaders at the organization. Kind of started on the corporate side and then made the switch over to sales. So I'm always looking for ways to draw parallels between the experiences that I've had and the experiences that everybody's having out in the field. And I was thinking recently about a couple of principles that I think are universal. Regardless of your role at North Star or even the industry that you work in, pretty universal life principles that have been a huge asset to me that I just wanted to share today. The first is the importance of being an individual who will push just that little bit more than everybody else. We're conditioned as humans to respond to feedback that we get, which means a lot of times when we get pushback or we get a no, we're inclined to give up and move on. And I look back at a few different points in my career that I was willing to push just a little bit harder, work a little bit harder, work a little bit longer, dig just a little bit deeper than the people who were around me. And it's amazing to see how that last 1%, that last 2% makes all the difference in the world. It's the difference between, standing still or doubling your income or your progress, however you want to measure your success. It's really a true principle that that last 1% makes all the difference. Another concept that I wanted to just briefly talk about is being someone who's willing to take the path less traveled in your career. I kind of had the typical, go to high school, go to college, 4 years, get a degree, and then, you're going to go off and work for some big firm, some investment banking firm or management consulting firm or whatever. And I remember kind of mulling over this decision of, am I going to stay in this industry? I didn't imagine that I'd be in the industry for over a decade. It wasn't part of my initial plans. And I look back now at where my life would be if I had just taken that more traditional path, the one that, everybody else was going down. And I know that I wouldn't have the happiness that I enjoy right now. I wouldn't have, the financial freedom or the excitement for my job or the opportunity for progress or growth or any of those things. And I attribute a lot of that to my willingness to kind of roll the dice and take a risk on something that at the time no one else was doing. No one in my peer group was signing up to do what I was doing. And I think that's pretty telling. I think opportunities really present themselves to people who are willing to look at things through a different lens and just go down a path that's less traveled by others. And if you do that and you couple that with that extra level of intentional work ethic, that extra level of grind, there's really no level of success that isn't achievable. And this job is a perfect example of how that can happen. There's really no ceiling that's put on your progress in this organization, and that's been a huge blessing to me in my life, and just a quick message that I wanted to share. Good luck today, guys.